gap on the other side.
That big? But that would close up with the gate of the trailer open. See?
Right.
As far as backing up to the post, how far?
A foot. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Go back forward. Okay. Now back up. Good. Yeah, well, those big fish were in there. So they could have softened it up. Keep in mind, they're tough. No, they're pearls. They have barely developed anything.
Okay.
I realize I have.
Just go there. Hit that thing in and pull the gate back an inch or so.
Come on, girls. Come on. Come on, girls. Come on. Tick, tick, tick. Come on, tick, tick, tick. Come on. Come on. Look at this great big pen I have for you. To set you up with a half barrel for food. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on, come on. Tick, tick, tick. Come on. Come on. That's right. Come on down. Come on, Piggy Piggy. Come on. Come on. Hello. Your granddaughter, Wilbur. Girls, this is your grandma and grandpa. Come on. Come say hi. You big. Come on. That's right. Willow. Come see. The girls are meeting their grandma and grandpa at the same time. You have a secondary chain over there, don't forget. If you want to chain it down low. Those are the ones from the barn that lock. Padlock on the bottom. Well, there's another padlock in the barn by the feed room.
No,
It's on the feed grinder. Well, kids and them. I mean, pushing. Hmm? Yeah. It's in the feed room also. There's black or there's tan. The tan one is in the rabbit shed. The black one is next to the feed grinder on the floor. It's like a black fabric. Look at you. Look at you, pig. Yeah. Seeing about this? That's right. Yeah, you can run and play. Uh-huh. Boy, I thought he'd be able to sire them, but he's way too big. You know, if we wanted to breed him ever. They're half his size. So this is what a Tamworth looks like at 2.5 years old. They'll actually be 3 in October, so almost 3. And this is what they look like at 6. These guys are 6 or 7 years old, and these guys are easily 500-600 pounds. Yeah, dirt and grass. Look at you. Oh, that's great. Good job, pig pen builder. Does that make you happy and pleased? It makes me happy.
They'll have that all torn up.
Oh, yeah.
This is the way to do it for pigs right here. Boards and
put their corn real nice and neat in that water bowl. They dumped it all out. So I'm not feeding them dinner. They can eat off the ground. Everyone says how smart pigs are. They've never owned pigs. These pigs will spill their water and not have anything to drink and dump their food and have to eat it off the ground. They might. Usually every time I fed them before, they're still laying there and then they don't want to eat them. But you could throw it in. We're saying hi to the piggies? Yeah, hi piggies. Yes. But look at how much they have chewed up the ground. They snout it right up. If you don't have a rototiller and you have access to a couple of little pigs, you could use some T-posts and some fencing and even an electric, a solar electric charger, and they will do all the rototilling for you. This is some of the blackest dirt on the whole farm, and I had this, a pumpkin patch and a potato patch many years ago, and they grew so well, even with all of this evening shade. But I felt like they could have had more hours of sun because of the amount of shade from this maple tree and pine tree and the walnut tree. So it makes a great spot for a little livestock pen, because then I don't have to mow it, because we had to go around that row of bushes between that pine tree. I seriously thought about just taking them all out because the pine trees serve as a good snow fence. But then look at this. I think this is from an old clothesline. There used to be a house here. So I've got all of this area to have to mow around. Okay, so here is what I'm using. It's made by Shelter Logic, and it's called shade cloth, like I said. The section that I have on the side of the pig fence is 6 feet by 25 feet. So right now I have a 16-foot section plus the 8-foot long fence, and I'm able to wrap it around the edge. So this will, it says, give them privacy and wind protection. It does block sun, and I'm noticing that the pigs are laying where this is providing shade. So I actually have the second one here in a neutral color, and I'm going to be able to use this over the tops of the chickens to help them from predator attacks for now. They make a fabric snap. You can see I got them on clearance for $3.50. So these are the wood fasteners for tacking it right down to a building or a fence. So where the chain link is, I can use the snap-on. And where I have the top of the wood fence, I can use this. Or because I'm folding it over the top, I might be able to just use the fabric snaps. So I'm going to go over right now. I just threw it up with some baler twine to get me started. So we're going to go finish the job. Okay, so there are little attaching suggestions. Also showed zip ties. Buy and buy the bag. I think they're 100 a bag. 100 cable ties, 8-inch. So this was the best way to go for this. So I went through the beginning, and I wanted to leave it so that I could move it as I needed, and I wanted it to wrap around the end. So this is just how I started. I doubled over the fabric for like some extra reinforcement and to not have it hanging down for the pigs to chew on. It's been this way, just kind of draped over for a little bit. They've had an opportunity to gnaw on it for about 5 days, and they haven't bothered it. Also, I've got it on the outside. They have no reason to want to climb. They've got their apples and their corn, and they dump their water. They also are very busy snouting everything up. I go through, I found some glass and some pottery. It's everywhere in this pen. I was starting to say that from the previous house being built up here, it was the second house built on the property. I think this was a burning pit or a garbage pit, and we just find this throughout here in the orchard every time we do any kind of planting. So I just watch for glass to make sure that they're not going to get hurt. I'm not ever going to be able to get every piece out of here because I've been pulling it out for years. And when we dug holes, we found chunks of metal. One of the pigs had a big chunk of metal in her mouth the other day. I think a piece of that glass just cut me. Careful, Becky. So I'm going to wrap this all up. We'll see y'all next time. Remember to hit that like button, to hit the little notification down in the corner. That is going to let you know when the next video goes up. Remember to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.